Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem, where we continue on with our mission. A little bit of healing to start the show, or more to the point actually. We need to get Niels getting experience as well, so we start off wondering, next turn, will Florina be able to use the strategy that we've adapted for her to defeat two foes? The javelin, will it work? Will it hit? That's what we really want to know. In the meantime though, however, we will heal up and get ready to man the Ballista, though in the meantime we've pretty much destroyed all troops around. Our rush with Sain and Kent proved ridiculously effective. I'm wondering if this Axeman wants to come out as well and face us or not. Well, in the meantime we'll wait, because what we really want to know is what's going to happen to Florina. Go! Comes in close for the attack, eh? Well, you managed to hit, but defeated you are. And she does have enough HP to survive the next axe attack. A weapon level increase as well will hopefully work quite nicely for her. But it seems this monster wants to move onto the stones, so the strategy did not work as intended. Well, let's put it that way. Alright, where can this guy move to in this one turn? Well, not too far, whereas of course Florina can go wherever she wants. So, we move her away, get her nicely healed up. And now I think personally we've got a perfect target there to use this. So we will ride it and we will attack with it. We've got 2 turns with the Ballista here. So let's take... Oh, what? Well, 2 turns you say, but it doesn't mean you'll actually get them or hit. Ah, well, Sain is nicely ready for any battle that comes towards him, but it does seem we've got ourselves a highly armoured opponent over here. As Niels gets more EXP. And our bowman proves ineffective. Right, so if he stays in that spot, we could just attack him from range. Let's see here, how much damage can you do? Well, the hammer seems to be quite useful here, and would do 12 damage to you, but you do 17 damage in exchange because you've got an axe reaver. So, all my axes are very bad here. But if you've got an axe reaver, then does that mean that swords are then strong against you, which means the Manikati or the Armor Slayer could be extremely useful indeed. However, the damage we could take back is really nasty. Mind you, look at the hit percentage. I'd say that the Manikati is going to win that fight without any issue whatsoever. So we're basically here to get ourselves the experience from that last trooper. Well, that is our last aim, so switch to a sword and wait in this spot, sir. I think we want to lure that guy onwards as much as we can, while positioning the rest into a nice place where they can just, well, move into attack when they want. Because we already know Lindis can. So let's leave it at that and see about taking down that guy on the mountain next turn as well. We want the extra experience. Oh, a sword reaver, that's not good. We miss completely, but Kent gets his second attack in. This might be a good option for saying, hey, why don't I use the R button a lot more than I am using, because I would not have taken that kind of damage if I did. So, with that said, we are going to heal up once again, of course. Kent is nicely topped up, though of course he wasn't really going to go down at this point. We have our chance for another Ballista strike, but we don't need to use it on these foes. We'll use it over here and take out another opponent who will to level up from. Well, all those extra stats, but the Ballista broke. Oh no, oh we don't need it, we're all good. Right then, what about you, madame? Can you take out this Axeman nicely? Not enough damage at this point in time, so we move forward just a little bit more. The fire would take him out. The hand axe would probably not even hit, so that's a problem. Well, we may as well try to get some experience, so Javelin comes in. That works quite nicely for me. And then we'll spell cast you down. And it looks to me that with Earth leveling up, with us gaining the experience around and spreading it to the right people, it seems as well. Resilience gone up as well. We want some defense on him, but that's brilliant otherwise. We have ourselves our final attack. And I think that's going to definitely win us the battle. Curses! The Ballista must have been taken. Well, it didn't prove that useful for us. What's going on here? Somebody, get that girl! Well, with a crit as well, we really sorted the battle. Lord Lundgren, I failed you. I pray you hurry with those reinforcements you promised. Well, that went perfectly. And for the last 3 enemies, we gain 3 level up. Our Lord gets more powerful, a little bit more resilience, speed and the whatnot. Want some more defense and strength on you, Lyn. But still, is it over? Yes, I see no more enemy soldiers. However, something is bothering me. What is it? I noticed it during the fighting. Our opponents. They were soldiers of Kaelin. I even recognized some of those we fought. I trained with many of them. And yet they attacked us without hesitation. They're black-hearted traitors who've joined Lord Lundgren. Good riddance, I say. It also means less resistance at the castle. I hope you're right. I'm just glad Niels and Ninian were with us. If that first shot had hit me, I might not have survived. We are honored to have served you well. We won't let you down. I know. I'm relying on you. What's this? You dealt with the Ballista too? Nicely done. Matthew, where were you during all this? I went to the village to sniff about for information. I got some interesting news for my trouble too. Let's hear it. First, about Marquis Kaelin's illness. He really is unwell. He's been in bed for nigh on 3 months. Oh no, grandfather. I heard an interesting rumor about his condition though. The people believe that someone's been poisoning the Marquis. He's been poisoned? This someone... Well, everyone's too afraid to mention a name. However, they say that as soon as the Marquis took ill, a certain noble took control of the castle as though it were his own. I fed a hungry innkeeper some coin, and he fed me a name. The Marquis of Kaelin's own brother, Lord Lundgren. How can this be? How can they allow him to get away with this? The villagers know he's the one poisoning my grandfather. And yet no one raises a hand against him. Why? They are afraid, and they lack proof. The whisperings of the common people means nothing. That's the truth of it. And of the Marquis's loyal retainers who might have lent credence to these rumors, there is no sign. Are you saying they've been silenced? It's a fair assumption. This is beyond believing. The worst news is yet to come. What? There's more? An imposter's appeared, claiming to be the Marquis's granddaughter. At least, that's the story Lundgren's telling to all who listen. What does that mean? It means the people are waiting for 2 traitorous knights and a base-born child to appear and lay claim to Castle Kaelin. But it can't be! Traitors? Us? Ridiculous! He says I'm an imposter. Don't you have anything that proves your lineage? When my mother joined the Lorca, she brought nothing of Lycia with her. Milady, Marquis Arathon himself remarked at your resemblance to Lady Madeline. Your face is your proof. They'll say we found a lookalike somewhere. We're seen as betrayers of our knightly vows. Our word means nothing. No, our only hope is to see Marquis Kaelin himself. We must hurry. If not, my grandfather... I must see him. My last breath if need be. But we must formulate some manner of plan. Even if we set out for the castle, The troops patrolling the area will cause no end of problems. You have been branded as Oathbreakers after all. I got it! Eliwood! He seems sympathetic to our plight. He should still be in Cafelet. If we can talk to him, he might help us. Of course! A sound idea! Let's hurry! Yes, back to Cafelet! And so another chapter is complete, for us just to start another one. Lynn and her friends have been branded as traitors, pretenders to the throne. Lundgren has sent word to Kaelin's neighbours, warning them of Lynn's approach. He calls for reinforcements to put an end to the imposters. If the other realms of Lycia choose to act, Lynn will never reach Kaelin alive. Lynn places her faith in Eliwood and waits. As Chapter 9, a grim reunion begins. I've received word from Kaelin's neighbours. Lahus, Toscana, Cafelet, Tanya, and Santa Luz. They will not interfere in Kaelin's affairs. This they have promised. Eliwood, I don't know how to thank you. All I've done is convince them to remain neutral in this dispute. However, this means I cannot aid you in any way either. Will you be alright? I will win. I have to. It's the only way that I can help my grandfather. I understand. Although I cannot help you directly, as a friend, pray for your success. Thank you. I won't waste the opportunity you've given me. Alright everyone, let's get going. This weather is turning foul. It looks like a fog is rolling in. This is no good. The fog thickens, we'll be blind in battle. It will be difficult to fight what we cannot see. We can't let it delay us though. Let us press on. We must get closer to the castle. What's the best route? Let me think. Our best path is to the south. However, that runs through General Eagler's estate. It looks like we still have one final obstacle to pass. Okay then, let's pick our units and get ready. Or more to the point, let's trade first of all, because of course Florina picked up something, didn't you, madame? Right, we've got the Lance Reaver, which we may want to change onto one of our super soldiers over here. Now, Kent or Sain, well, Sain seems to be ridiculous anyway, so let's put it on Kent and give him an extra ability, you could say. So, we've got ourselves 2 iron swords there, we don't need to. So, who else can use swords is the real question. Who else could use another one being given to them? I don't really think there's many people apart from Matthew. And he's always going to be picking up new items anyway, so I'll leave as is. Right, time to pick the units. We haven't used Raph much yet. Matthew, I don't know if he's needed on this map. Let's check it. Is there any treasure chests? Any locked doors? The answer to that seems to be no, so we could leave Matthew out of the battle as a non-combatant. Apart from that, let's go back. Raph as well. We haven't used him much, but I do kind of want to use him. To be honest, the battle strategy we've got going at the moment with Lucius and Urk and, well, all the spellcasters that can hit from range. Of course, we get a bit of hit and run with Raph. Oh, let's switch. Urk, you've reached level 5. We're getting in Raph for this battle. So let's get going. For some reason, I've taken Florina as one of my favourite units here. Oh, hello? So, you've come. Ah! You're Lord Wallace. Kent, who is this? He used to be the commander of the Knights of Kaelin. Aren't you supposed to be retired? I heard you were sowing fields now. I am, and I was. Then I received orders from Lord Lundgren. I was told to capture an imposter and a pair of rogue knights. Lord Wallace! Surely you don't believe us to be oathbreakers, do you? Bring me the girl that claims to be Lady Madeline's child. What are your intentions? If I don't like what I see, I will take her. We will prevent you. You prevent me? You must be... Enough! I'm right here. I am Lindis. Ah. I'll understand if you don't believe me. But I've had enough of you and your foolish posturing. Such beautiful eyes. Pardon? I've been a knight for 30 years, and there is one thing I learned. A person with eyes as bright and true as yours is no deceiver. Oh yes, I like you, girl. Why, I believe I'll even join your little band of mercenaries. Are you serious? This old bull's pledged his loyalty to Kaylin. I would never allow a usurper on the throne. Let's march! Lord Wallace! He hasn't changed at all. I like him. He's honest. That he is. He deserves our respect. I planned on living out my days in peace on my farm. Ah, well. It looks as though it's time to take up arms once more. Oliz, you're the tactician of this group, correct? What are my orders? Wallace is a level 12 knight. He can rise as high as level 20. Most units can change classes once they reach level 10 though. By changing classes, units can improve all of their abilities. Movement range, constitution, usable weapons, everything. There are many benefits. With a single action, you can make your units significantly more powerful. In order to change classes, units need to be at a certain level. However, you also need a special item. For example, Wallace is carrying a knight's crest. With this, cavaliers and knights can change classes. Each character class has its own unique item that allows units of that class to switch to a different class. Well then, why don't we try changing classes now? Select Wallace, then choose Knight Crest from his items and use it. Alright then, seems to be I have to use it, so here we go. Ha ha ha! So you've noticed my Knight Crest, have you? Your eye is like an eagle, my friend. Once I've used the crest, I'll be even stronger. Terrifying thought, isn't it? What are you waiting for? Order me to use the Knight Crest. Well, it seems I definitely have to. Item is the only thing I can do. So, Knight Crest is use this on a worthy cavalier or knight. As Wallace changes classes from Knight to General and gains... Oh, look at those stats. Defense of 17 as well. You can now use axes. That's a nice ability to gain. Ha ha ha! Look! A giant walks among you. My defense is impenetrable. Come, break your weapons against me. Well, Wallace, you're ridiculous now. I was wondering if I could save that, just in case, because Cavaliers or Knights, Sain might be reaching level 10 soonish, so I was kind of like, ooh, yes. Right then, in the meantime, let's check the lay of the land and the amount of enemies, and there are only 5. What's with that? Well, I guess we strike out to battle, but first of all, Dorcas, do you want to go check out here? Hey, you! Do you have any torches? What? You don't? There's a thick fog rolling in, and you have no torches? Wandering about without a torch is... well, it's ridiculous. Here, take one of mine. Use this when it's foggy, and you can see a bit better. No need for thanks. I know all about you and your comrades. We all, well... not one of us believes that Lord Lundgren is saying about you. Yes, you better not believe what he's saying about us. We all want to help the Marquise and his rightful heir. Good luck! And so, we've got ourselves a torch, it seems. With the fog rolling in, well, does that mean that there's enemies hidden in what seems to be a fog here? Well, Sea's Gate is our mission. We've got ourselves houses to check out up here, so I guess it's a division of troops to do, though this guy looks interesting. Who are you exactly? A Myrmidon? He's definitely different, that's for sure. Skill speed high. I guess he might be a double attacker or something like that. But we'll move our first movements of the battle next episode, as we've started off with our newest character. We'll see you next time for more Fire Emblem. Bye-bye.